Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage one, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top five, stage two commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interest that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, stage three is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bruins' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it here. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Makes a connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field is Iamaleava. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole... get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Miller.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And it's on the ground. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the 1st down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. On the move and looking deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buying some time. Wide open, he makes the catch. Racing to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack in the 20. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They punted away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
On the run, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Quarterback gets the first down. He's loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Slings it downfield. It's complete. Line out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got a man, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The short hands, it's Bernard. Touchdown Tide! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scrambling away. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It's caught. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Safe completion on the screen. Makes a man miss. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the run to start this second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field. And it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get it.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Got it behind the line. It's Cuevas. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado State. for now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Snares it outside. It's Thomas.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
The Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes it from the gun on third down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Thomas. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Spits it out to the back. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they regain the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Hauls it in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick spin on the ride. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot?
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Quarterback has got to know the situation better than that. In a 2-minute situation, down by 1 possession, you absolutely cannot take a sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going up top here late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Bama! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Brings it in down the left side. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better game.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside in the toe drag for the big pickup. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. And the Bruins will line it up on first and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! Touchdown, UCLA! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Trying to pound their way in. He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. First down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.